Yo guys, what is going on? It is Mr. DJM here, back again bringing you another episode in my Road to Elite series. This is episode 11. I'm quite happy I've actually managed to get this far into a series. 11 episodes here, I'm quite proud of that. So as always, if you guys want to show me some support, drop a like on this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm just going to get straight into this and show you what team I used on this weekend league. So as always, we start off with the goalkeeper, who was Ralph Farman, who I bought for 3,700 coins. And I just always seem to have this guy in my team. I'd say he's one of the most popular goalkeepers that I've used on FIFA 18. Just a really solid, all-round, great goalkeeper. 6'5", 87 reflexes. I say it all the time, but it's a really good combination. Right back now, I've gone with D. Marcos, who I bought for 800 coins. Got 5 assists in the 40 matches. A very nice return. And yeah, I just think this guy is such a solid fullback on this game. 86 pace, 79 physical. I just think he plays so well in game and he's such a reliable player. And yeah, I really do enjoy having this guy in my team. On to the centre-backs now, starting off on the right-hand side. I've gone with Jonathan Tah, but he is actually only in the team for chemistry reasons. I substituted him off straight away for Eric Boye in-game. So yeah, I can't really review him, but I did pay 1,100 coins. But as I say, only in the team for chemistry reasons. Left central defender now, I've gone with Jerome Boateng, who I bought for 90,000 coins. And yeah, I'm a massive fan of Jerome Boateng. In my opinion, I think this guy is the best centre-back on this game, not including icons or team of the years or anything like that. Just a normal gold card. I do think he is the best on this game. Left back now, I've gone with David Alaba, who I bought for 57,000 coins. He didn't actually get any assists for me, where in the past on my Road to Elite series, he's actually managed to get me quite a few assists in game, but didn't manage to do it for me this weekend league. But he is a very good left back, there is no doubt about that. On to the midfield now, starting in the left central midfield position, I have gone with Tolisso, who I bought for 1,200 coins. He got 2 goals and 3 assists in the 40 matches. And he's just a really good central midfielder. I'm a massive fan of this guy. I love having him in my team. A very good ball-winning midfielder. I would say if you could afford to upgrade him to his Inform 84 version, I'd definitely recommend doing that. Central midfield now, I've gone with Leo Goretzka, who I bought for 1,400 coins. He got 3 goals and 4 assists in the 40 matches. And yeah, Goretzka's just got really good all-round stats. Very nice pace for a central midfielder, having 84 pace, which is a very good stat. And then right central midfielder, I've gone with the Iago Aspas, who I bought for 48,250 coins. Got 9 goals and 10 assists in the 40 matches. A fairly good return. He was playing right midfield. And I did like this guy, but I'd say his only weakness is he needs to be a little bit quicker. Only having 84 pace, I think he just needs a bit more of a pace upgrade. Onto the right wing now, we've got the main man, Lionel Messi, who I actually kept for my last Road to Elite series. So I still paid 700,000 coins for him. And he got 95 goals and 55 assists in 81 matches, which is just an absolutely unbelievable return. And I actually think this guy is my favourite player to play with on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. He's just such a great player. His dribbling is unbelievable and his finishing is just absolutely sensational. So yeah, I love having Lionel Messi in my team. Onto the left wing now, I've gone with Felipe Coutinho, who I bought for 17,750 coins. He got 8 goals and 14 assists in the 40 matches, which is a pretty good return from him. He was playing left midfield for me, and I do like having Coutinho in my team, cutting in on his left from the left-hand side onto his right foot. A very deadly player, and yeah, I did enjoy having him in my team. Up front now, we've gone with Luis Suarez, who I bought for 370,000 coins. He got 37 goals and 22 assists in the 40 matches. Now, Suarez, I've had him quite a lot in this Road to Elite series. He's in previous Road to Elites, he has done a bit better, but 37 goals is still a very good return, don't get me wrong. And I really did want to get Suarez and Messi in the same team. And as you see, I've managed to do it here. Everyone on 10 chemistry. So as I did mention, I bring on Eric Boye for Jonathan Tah, who I bought for 11,000 coins. And I really do think Boye is a very talented central defender on this game. Great pace, very strong, great defensivity. I had no complaints of him. These are some of the other subs that I bring on, the likes of Bakayoko, Harry Kane, Pirlo, Son. Those guys usually came off the bench. And as I like to do, I do change the formation in game to 4-2-3-1. So I'd have Suarez up top, Coutinho on the left, Messi and Cam, Aspas on the right, and Tolisso and Goretzka in the CDM roles. And then, as I mentioned, I would bring on Eric Bailly for Jonathan Tah. So, player instructions: Luis Suarez, I would tell him to get in behind and press the back line, and Lionel Messi, stay forwards, get into the box and free roam. Coutinho, stay forwards, cut inside, get in behind, get into the box for cross and free roam. And then we've got Tolisso, cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking. Goretzka, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking. And Aspas, stay forwards, cut inside, get in behind, get into the box across and free roam. I like to keep my fullbacks on balanced attack as well. So we're now going to move on to my highlights from this FUT Champs Weekend League. So as always, I'll split it into 4 categories: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and then 30 to 40. So we're going to start off with the first 10 games. This is normally where I play some of my best stuff. I normally do well in the first 10 games. So let's get into my results. I managed to win my first 2 games, but then something very bad happened basically. I lost 3 games in a row, which was just pretty surprising really, to lose 3 matches in a row. I felt like I've been consistently improving over the last couple of weeks, but to do that was very disappointing. I did then win 4 matches in a row, but I lost my last match. So overall, it was a 6 out of 10. And yeah, I would just say a 6 out of 10 is very, very average in my opinion. I'd say it's nothing sensational. And definitely, I would need to start improving if I'm going to push for Elite 3 for the very first time. I've been fairly close recently. I think I got Gold 1 last week, but the week before that, I did get 28 wins. So I was just 1 off there. So I have been close, and I was definitely going to have to improve though for this weekend league if I was going to push this weekend. So we are going to move on now to, as you just see there, confirmation 6 out of 10 for the first load of 10 matches. So we're going to move on now for the games between 10 to 20. So as I said, I did need to improve a bit. So let's get into my results. So I won my first 2 matches. I then lost a match, won a match. I then lost 2 in a row. Then I won 2, lost 1, then won 1. So again, it was just really inconsistent. I couldn't get a good run of results going. It was just win, lose, and yeah, as I say, it was a very inconsistent. So it's a 6 out of 10 again, which is not great. Again, fairly average. So overall, it's 12 out of 20, which is it's just pretty disappointing to be honest, because I obviously had high hopes for this team with Messi and Suarez, and I have to say those 2 were both superb players. But I did feel the rest of the team, to be honest with you, was just a pretty average team. If you look at it, people like Tolisso, Goretzka, Di Marcos, Bailly, they're still, yeah, I do like all of those players that I've just mentioned. That's why I had them in this team. But when you're playing up against like teams like they've got icons and players like that, those players do look fairly average compared to those players. So it was difficult to compete in this weekend league with this team, and I do blame myself. I'm not trying to get away from that. I really do believe I picked the wrong team here. I've spent too many of my coins around Messi and Suarez. The rest of the team just suffered. So for the next weekend league, there's no doubt in my mind I'm definitely going to get a more balanced team. But as you see there, confirmation, 12 wins out of 20 matches. So I would have to win, I think it was 17 out of 20 for Elite 3. So I'd have to play some unbelievable stuff. Or it was 13 out of 20 for Gold 1. So we're going to move on now for the results between 20 to 30. So let's get into the results. I won my first game, then lost 1, won 2 in a row, then lost 2, then won another match, lost another match, and then won my final 2 games. So again, it was just fairly inconsistent. It was another 6 out of 10, fairly average, and I was just having the same problems throughout the whole of the weekend league. Yes, my attack was great with Messi and Suarez, but the defensively, I honestly just wasn't great. The midfield just couldn't compete, and I now understand how important that midfield battle is with my 2 CDMs, Tolisso and Goretzka. They just couldn't compete, and it's nothing against those players. I think they're very good players, and in other teams they do really well. But when you're playing in FUT Champs, you need to be able to compete against the very best players on this game. Otherwise, you are going to struggle and get caught out. So yeah, it was a big mistake on my part, in my opinion, picking those players. So as you see there, I'm on 18 wins with 10 games remaining. So basically, it's a push now for Gold 1. 7 out of 10 is what I need to get into Gold 1. And obviously, I want to get into Gold 1. I'll get probably better rewards and I'll get slightly more coins. So there's definitely reasons for me to do it. And for the monthly rewards as well, I want to be getting as many wins as I can. So let's get into my results for the final 10 games. I actually managed to win my first 4 matches in a row, which put me in such a great position, really. You're thinking four wins in a row, surely I'll be able to get a 7 out of 10. But the way things were going, it just wasn't going for me this weekend league. So I lost 3 matches in a row, which basically put me back to square one. I won another match. And then I lost one and then won my final match. So again, it was 6 out of 10. So I was just 1 win off Gold 1, which was just so disappointing, really. And it was just so average. Me playing this weekend league. I wouldn't say this team is particularly average when you've got Messi and Suarez in it. But I'd say if you do take those 2 guys out, as I have mentioned, it is a fairly average team. And to be fair, I was very consistent this weekend league, which I have struggled with in the past. But the problem was I was just consistently shit, really. I was just not playing my best stuff this weekend league. And I do feel it is partly down to the team, but it is my fault for picking those players. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to have a regroup, really, and pick a better all-round team next week. So as you can see there, it's 24 wins. And finally, this is the part where I like to show some of the great teams that I played against. Look at this guy's team. It's unbelievable. Team of the Year, Kante. Team of the Year, Ramos. He's got a 95 foot Messi that he's packed from Foot Champions. This guy's team was just unbelievable. How could I compete against this? He's got a Team of the Year, Messi. Team of the Year, Kante. De Bruyne, Team of the Year. Unbelievable. This guy as well. There were so many good teams. I couldn't believe some of the teams that I was coming up against. It's just, how are you supposed to compete against people that have got teams like this? It's not fair, really. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, a lot of people having the new Team of the Years that have obviously recently came out, and it was difficult to play against them. So anyway, guys, it's Gold 2 for me this weekend league, which is disappointing. I'll be going again next weekend league, and you'll be finding out what I get in my monthly rewards as well. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video.